Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha Omega, Turkey and the Turkey Plus submod. So, I made a complete tool of myself in the previous episode by missing that we are at war with Israel, as Wolfau has brilliantly summed it up, but I'm happy that I actually noticed this afterwards. However, I wanted to clarify one thing. The reason why we left Iraq out of the faction wasn't only that we didn't want to enter the war with Israel, but no, I was kind of hoping that Israel would win against Iraq, and that way, when we got into war with them, we could take their territory and liberate Iraq as our puppet. But that's not going to happen now, because any kind of territory that we take is going to be either... I don't think it's going to be returned to Syria. Or will it? Actually, I don't remember what the situation here was. I think that Iraq was puppeted by Syria, and this entire territory was theirs, but it might have been the other way around. Either way, it's going to be, in best case scenario, return to status quo, and we will only be able to, attack and puppet Israel, which is not something that I cherish at this point. I was really hoping that we could just take this territory for ourselves or dominate it by getting these as our puppets, and that's not going to happen now, because either way, they're going to join... Well, I'm not going to let them join the faction because we want to invade them later on, but still, you know what I mean. Basically, this complicates things for us and spells another war in the future. But either way, good news is that our army was in place to stop the inevitable attack that actually happened, and we're safe now. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just double down on the operations. Oh, wow. The Romans actually landed... UK. Well, I'm gonna leave them to it. That is something that we'll have to do later on, but for now we're just gonna continue. We're planning our operation here to retake Cyprus. Hopefully that's gonna limit the amount of aircraft that are flying overhead, but it's not that bad. I think we're actually causing them massive casualties, so they might be running a little bit low on aircraft, though it's not like that they didn't do their share of damage. I think it might be smart for us to actually look if we can put some of these factories to good use quickly. Alright, for example, this one will take forever to repair. Same for these ones. I'll still put it up so that we have an idea at what's going on with our industry. And it's gonna take a while to fix. But it always does. I think I complained enough about the disparity in Air Force, so I'm not gonna repeat myself here. But okay, let's put you guys a little bit in order. Okay, Astrakhan and Central Anatolia, these ones can repair first. This is actually okay. That's fine. Okay, let's leave it like this for a little bit. Now, what's our situation on oil? Actually, we'll have to wait a little bit to see the game settle down a little bit. I wanted to also reorganize our units here somehow, but I don't think we'll be able to do that at this point. What we do have here is an attack army that's actually already doing their best. We have large split forces. I think it would make sense to limit out the defensive forces perimeter, because you guys are stretched all over the place. But then again, same thing goes for you. So I'll just take you guys and I'll assign you to the first command. If you guys over here, you guys are over here. Alright, we definitely can launch an operation here, because this is an easy target. We are already attacking here, aren't we? Yeah. Alright, so that's good. Where's our special forces and what are they doing? Okay, they just took... What is this? Zaporozhye itself? Alright. So let me actually delete your border now and put you over like this. And your goal would be to secure this area. Alright, I'm okay with what's going on right now. This is gonna be fine. Alright, this can actually happen. Are we not protected here? Alright, that's Syria, or what's left of it. And they are not at war with us. Alright, so that's fine. It's just visually confusing a little bit. Alright, you guys can advance here without any issue. And I think we can also launch an offensive against Kirkuk. That should also work. Yeah. I'll just keep that one under my supervision for now, because I don't want this to be done. Alright, what the hell are you guys doing? You can attack. And you can support this. Or this unit actually advances. This should be a slam dunk. I don't know why you're complicating stuff like that. Alright, this is actually also extremely simple. I'm not entirely sure why you guys aren't doing anything. Alright, we have succeeded with the suppression of terrorists. And there's a lake here, which makes things a little bit complicated for us, but you guys are already advancing. So that is cool. It's just you guys that are not doing anything. I kind of think that you could fight these guys. That's basically an even out situation. There are special forces, you're special forces, but you're a little bit more advanced. Alright, so what's with the technology? What did we just finish? We didn't finish anything. It was just the expansion. Alright. The augmented system, those are just so far ahead of time. I don't want to invest that much time into this. Anything in regards to tanks? We talked about the light gun. What assault cannon? Artillery. A little bit of a bonus over here. Submarine engines. We have really not done any research into the submarine engines or the nuclear reactors. I mean, ask about the nuclear reactors a couple of times. I'm trying to limit my dabbling into that for various reasons, but the most important one for me is basically the roleplay reasons, where our public is constantly hitting us with green riots, and I don't think they would appreciate having nuclear powered stuff going around. Let's go with the sonar 5. Sonar systems are involved with the detection of objects underwater and for measuring the water's depth by emitting sound pulses and detecting or measuring their return after being reflected. Alright, so what's happening here? We sank an Israeli submarine. Alright, we sank a British convoy here. Any other naval battles? Nope. Alright, so we're advancing everywhere pretty much. Oh, what are we liberating here? Russian territory. Alright. This is kind of cute. You guys can actually attack here, and I'll have this supported like so. Alright. I think This can work easily. You guys are severely undersupplied, but I think you will be able to help here quite well. Investment offer from Poland. Sure. What's going on here? This Motostikova Brigada is just... my god. Alright, that one is definitely not something that we want to do right now. Oh, this is nice. We have sank 6 Israeli corvettes, 1 submarine, and 1 British convoy. Alright, you guys ready? No, not even close. Alright. So insufficient resources. How are we doing? So we get too much light metals, too much of technology metals, not enough precious metals. And regards to fuel, 220 billion. What did we get? No, did we pay for some? Oh, it was the investment, wasn't it? That's triggered this. Alright, so we can remove this. Another British convoy sank here. Damn, they're actually... okay. Romans are actually attacking and taking London. So that's gonna make our situation much easier if they capitulate. I was not expecting that. That situation to unfold, but alright. Alright, our special forces are autonomously fighting over here. I don't think we can take Mykolaiv, because that is heavily defended. But this is okay. The supply situation here is dismal. What's going on? Caucasus supply is in Volgograd. We need to take Saratov. That is the next supply hub. And that really shouldn't be much of an issue here. So that will fix the situation here. And is there any... no? No, this is a supply hub and then one in Penza. There's one in Voronezh, but that is really far away. So it's gonna get much worse before it gets much better. Alright guys, you need to chill here, because you are not doing a good job. I'll take you, and you attacking here. Because, like, if we want to make this happen, you really need to stop going, you know, fighting in gloves. Like, just take them down. Is it the convoys being sniped? Yes, it is the convoys being sniped. Alright, so once you guys take this... we can take this place. Research finished into the 2015 train. Nice. So the next one is 2025 train. Let's go with the CRISPR treatment experimentation. CRISPR experimentation allows us to better improve the process of editing genes. So extra monthly population and less experience loss, more trickle back, and that one is just generally awesome. Alright, so you get this stuff taken. You guys can now attack Saratov. I think we actually need you guys here because we're all attacking across the river and that is just a crazy bad idea. Alright, Alright, another naval engagement. Guys, we're getting ready. Let's double check on the Israeli front line. Yeah, this is not an issue. Let's just advance. Oh, this is a nightmarish setup. But this is gonna work like clockwork. No, it's not. Okay, you guys were... Did I have it on paused? No, we're joining... Ah, okay, we're joining an existing fight. That's the issue. Alright, we get black operations. Poland has capitulated. Is it the bad Poland or the good Poland? Because I'm not entirely sure about that. Okay, so the next level will give us even more special forces supplying race. Change of recruiting an agent with the commando trait plus 50%. In opinion of the military changes by 5. That's actually a pretty nice bonus. I like that. I'm not sure if this is part of just the Turkey plus sub-mod, but if they're making these changes in the general mod, that is amazing. China hit me up for flight medals. No longer need these. What's the naval situation? Did we get... Yep, part of the navy has been fixed, so we're getting stronger here. That's good. Strike force is getting better. And even got the Piotr Veliki back. Oh! He has a decent kill, but his ship definitely needs to get upgraded, because... Wait, what? Anti-ship guided missiles... Anti-air, what's up with that? You should actually get some pretty heavy batteries here. Or the rail guns. Or heavy guns. It could actually be much better. Refit cost. These are just vertical launch, anti-ship to surface to air. Yes, to surface to air. Why the hell do you have a helipad here? That makes no sense. Another railgun. You can get anti-submarine mortar. You're going to be operating as part of a fleet, so I don't think you need anything like that. Turret missiles, anti-ship missiles, advanced jet turbine engine. No, you have an actual nuclear reactor, don't you? Yeah, cannot upgrade that one. If we give you this, the 1614 is not a bad. Okay, I'll remove this one as well. No. Well, would anti-air make you better? Yeah, it would, significantly so. Anti-ship missiles. Alright, I think this would be a much desired refit. But unfortunately, way too expensive for us right now, so Piotr will have to wait a little bit. But that goes for all of our fleets, to be quite honest. And we can get another air doctrine here. Air superiority mission, interception mission, enemy air support lowered. Yes, with more training and more skill, our pilots can fly into higher risk situations to intercept enemy aircraft. Further underlying and increasing the casualty. Yeah, we're basically just tearing them to pieces at this point. Alright, so you need to be fixed first. Working a little bit on that economy here, just to make sure that everything is continuously running. Alright, I feel like you guys can actually join this. And I think you guys can actually join this as well. Okay, since you're locked like this, I'm not sure if this would work, but I'm just gonna risk it. These units are not made for frontline I mean, they're not bad. I keep treating them like they're really bad, but they're pretty good. They're just like infantry, so I'm hesitant to send them against heavily armed targets, but yeah, they'll be fine. Yeah, the influence in Georgia is dropping. The game is really anti-influence since I last played it, which is good, you know, they actually made some significant progress in that regard. Alright, you guys can advance. Oh yeah, we made some significant progress here, but Engels is not falling. It's honestly crazy. I'll have to throw in more units too. No. Engels, not... I mean, yeah, it's fair to say that we're attacking across a river with everything, so this is not an ideal situation. Well, that's fun. This area is encircled. Could we, by any chance, take this area and completely encircle them? This feels like a lake. And that is a lake. And this will be a very easy task. Israeli units are really weak. Tikrit. Okay, so let's send two of you into Tel Afar. We're gonna support it from across the lake. Alright, so this is good night, George, isn't it? It's a paratrooper brigade. Dnipropetrovsk Republic has capitulated and gave us some small arms, which is actually a big relief. I need to find... Forget that you're justifying against me. Any chance you can support me with some small arms? Yes. You are part of the Roman Republic, so you're not gonna directly support me. But India's nationalist. I don't think they will help us now. Oh, they would. All right. In China showed interest in this combat, so they might be... Nope, they're not willing to help us. So India will give us almost 14,000 pieces of infantry equipment, and so will the Roman Republic. Alright, that should solve our issues for a couple of months. So this is going well, generally speaking. We could really use some more forces over there. Alright, you guys are almost done with this. Yeah, this is exhausting for our units, but... Okay, guys, really seriously, you need to go. And I'm wondering what we could do with this area, because it looks like a general advance is an option. These units shouldn't... Yeah, they won't be able to hold us. Alright, more naval combat. Did we struck someone? We did. And very well. You're still not ready. Jesus Christ. Dnipropetrovsk Republic has capitulated. Alright, we're starting to see militia units here, which is interesting. And the enemy is severely under-equipped. Oh, this is really making me mad, but this is like the only unit that actually has any strength. The other one is not gonna change anything. 14, 13, 12, 11. Alright, so this one can now continue. It's gonna be relatively easy. And I would even like to pull you guys in here and take 2 of these units to advance. So we'll have like a little bit of a nicer front line in here. Alright, so commando unit finished its target. I have a feeling we might... do we want them somewhere? Actually, yes. Let's not put them there. Let's put them here. And let them take this area. That was really weird. What was that about? Yeah, like so. Ukraine is not gonna capitulate easily, but it is one of the areas where I'm... Come on, just push at them. We spent embarrassing amount of time there, and I know it's my fault. I should have organized the attack better, but now I'm committed. So what do you do? No, like direct opportunities here, except for this one. Should have been much easier, and yeah, the Israeli units are actually embarrassingly weak. Alright. So this is actually going to be an easy task now. Nice. Another couple of sank ships. And the combat is continuing. So you guys now ready? Yes. Oh, we've actually already done it. Good. So we have only pretty much just one goal. And we lost convoys. We want the elimination and the conquest of the entire island. Because this is our island. And now we're gonna even take the British base. Croatia has capitulated. Nice. Submarine is dead. Egypt, could we offer? No, they wouldn't join. How bad is it? Oh, they wouldn't join at all. They wouldn't join without a question ever. So do we now control the entirety of this area? We do. Alright, that gives me another strike force. And I'll make sure to use it well. You guys are gonna go here and have a target like this. And just go. It's going to be your priority. Okay, how's the situation going? 61% participation. How's the situation on the British Isles? Not good for the British, which is fine by me. Alright, so while that is happening, we actually have a couple of attacks of opportunity here we can go with. I don't really think this will work. But I'm going to give it a try because their units might be super weak. Oh, they are, really. That is embarrassing for Israel, actually. So can we just take this? This one is a bit more even, but not by much. Alright, Tikrit has been taken. We lost, no, not us, but the Romans lost 5 Coast Air support fighters and we sank 2 Israeli ships. Alright, this is looking nice. Oh, you're actually attacking Belgorod, alright. The offensive here is looking well. Oh, this is a slam dunk. Okay, now that we got this under control, we can actually do the same stuff here. We can advance across the entirety of the area. Oh yeah, that didn't even take... That wasn't even displayed, that's how easy it was. Did we not manage to break through here? That's surprising. Not yet been much easier. I guess something stopped us at the very last moment, because otherwise this is super easy. Okay, this ought to be the same way. These are I like this area as a general fighting region because it creates so many nice attacks of opportunity. And I also like this. The Roman Republic declared war on Montenegro. Alright, well that's just stupid at this point. But do as you want. I'm not gonna complain. And the Romans are actually on the other side of the area here. So we ought to get a move on. I don't think this is... Oh, it will. It will. They made it quite far. I wonder if Belarus is gonna give them as much trouble as it did to us. I mean, not to us, but as it did to others before. You can support this. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's too many of enemy units at the same time. You guys can join this. We'll hold this river as a defensive perimeter for us. Oh, and we got more armor brigades, which are gonna join our main. Are you guys equipped with the newest tanks, or do you still... No, they are all fully equipped with the new Altais. That's gonna be a big hit. Alright, this is all looking pretty decent. We're controlling the sea as well, making sure that the enemy has no chance. Yeah, you guys are basically advancing on your own at this point. Man, this is super easy. Just go. Oh, the Romans wants to call us against... I guess they're calling us against Montenegro. Alright, well, let's end it here. Next time, I think we can look at the casualties a little bit. So, this is going well. Britain is gonna capitulate soon. Montenegro is gonna be gone before we know it. We're fighting with Israel. And all that's left is this area post Kazakhstan. I think I might leave that to the Romans because I have no idea how we would access that. As far as Navy goes, we are doing great. Wow, we get so much air experience, it's crazy. So let's end this by taking all weather fighters, nighttime strategic bombing penalty or operations penalty or bad weather penalty, all lowered by 50%. Flying in any weather conditions allows our pilots to conduct their missions no matter the weather. And we can also get a land doctrine. So what is the attack? Is it here? Yeah. So it's 40 or 40. Which one did we want? I think this one, yeah, because that helps with armor. Massed force assault. By massaging the majority of our forces at the point of massaging. Really? There might be some meaning of this word that I'm not familiar with. By massaging, wasn't that mean amassing or something? The majority of our forces at the point of battle can smash through enemy forces and drive deep into their lines. Mutual exclusive flexible offensives. It's a little bit weird. Alright. Well, anyway, I'm still happy with what we're doing. We still have a really decent total war participation, much higher than the Romans, which is what we are after. And other than that, well, there's not much left in the fight against us. The enemy forces are much smaller, so yeah, we're doing good. Oh, and the last naval... alright. 2 ships sank. Cool.